again.
Yeah, you probably.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Welcome to the podcast. We're here to drink.
Yeah.
I got my coaster and my girls in the damn living room, and that's too many words. So, what's happening, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome to Lights, Camera, Cocktails. We're about to get drunk.
Ooh,
Happy
yes.
August, everyone.
August.
Back to school month, sort of.
I mean, it's the time. I went to Target today, and I saw many of mothers taking their children through the college aisles. So
The college aisles, they got them old kids.
Yeah, so it's time to go back to school.
Time to go back to school. But before that comes back to school movies, and we got a great one for you this evening. It's gonna be hot and sweaty. Hottest month of the year.
It is.
Hi, sis. Glad to see you.
Well, okay. Well, I'm Zenobia.
Yes, you are. If y'all didn't know,
If you didn't know,
have you been? I am Jason.
And this is Lights, Camera, Cocktails, and where we pair amazing cocktails with
amazing movies.
And tonight is no different.
Mm-mm.
And I picked a good end of the summer movie. I was like, you know what? Let's do something where it's your last hurrah before you have to go back to school.
Yes.
And go to bed early, and you can only do fun things on the weekends. Right?
Yes, absolutely. I love this movie. I grew up watching this movie. I'm ready to drink.
Yes.
I'm ready to talk about this. I'm so excited. I'm trying to maintain my
We'll do a stand by me, you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
And you ain't said nothing but a word because I'm ready to drink. Are you ready to drink?
I am almost ready to drink. I gotta fix that frame because it's fucked up, and that's what's on my mind real quick.
Okay.
It's cutting off like literally half my head.
We already said we didn't need a head.
Always need a head.
We always need some head. There you go.
See, as soon as I hit record, it cut off both of our heads. That's what happened.
Okay. Sit up straight. Let me see. All right, there you go.
I'm still going to slouch a little bit. I'm just going to be down here.
There
It
you
is
go.
what it is. And we're back in.
And we're back in. So, are you ready to drink?
I am ready to drink.
Okay. So, today we are drinking the Pez.
Mmm. What flavor?
Raspberry Pez.
Raspberry. Okay.
I was going back and forth between this drink
Mm-hmm.
and there was a blueberry pie martini. Those were the two that I was going.
I think you went the right way.
I think I went the right way.
Like, call me crazy, but I don't like blueberry pie.
You don't like blueberry pie? Do you
No.
like blueberries?
No. I mean, I like blueberries.
Okay.
I don't like blueberry pie, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because the thought of blueberry pie reminds me of this fucking movie. This movie ruined blueberry pies for me.
I'm sorry.
I have never wanted cherry pie or blueberry pie because of this movie. I can't not think of this movie if I see a blueberry pie.
I am not a cook, but I am a baker, and I bake pies. I can bake really good pies. And blueberry and cherry pies are some of my legendary, and apple are like my legendary pies.
Ooh, we got a bunch of apples growing in the back, and I was thinking of picking those and making some apple pie so we can make a day out of it.
And I make my crust from scratch.
Let's go.
Get out of here. So, in honor of this movie, we are drinking the Pez.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, the Pez.
Hit me with it.
It's 1 ounce of Captain Morgan spiced rum.
I love it.
Okay? Everybody should have it. Every store has it. If they don't, what are they doing with it?
Every bar should have it.
Every bar should have it.
Everybody does have it.
And then
But your home bar should have it.
But your home bar should definitely have it.
Ours runs out usually.
It does. I love rum.
I'm a rum person.
Especially in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
I love juices, and rum goes with like all juices. Like
Yes, it does.
it's the best. So you're gonna do 1 ounce of Chambord. I love these bottles because they look like grenades. Like,
I was gonna say it looks like an old pirate grenade,
and like throw it right,
like a coconut grenade.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and then you're gonna do 1 ounce of sweet and sour mix.
Nice.
You're gonna put it in a shaker. You're gonna shake it up, pour it in a rocks glass with some rocks, and that, my friend, is the Pez. All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ashley.
Ooh. Ah.
I feel like it tastes like a Pez for real.
Get you back here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what Pez does.
Mm-hmm.
If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's easy. Pez. Cherry flavored Pez.
Okay, that's the movie, but what, Miss Zenobia, what would your food be?
It probably would be either In-N-Out, #1 double
Okay.
animal style fries,
Get it?
or it would be like some delicious eggs Benedict. Like that's my shit.
Eggs Benny
Give
or
me
In-N-Out?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its?
It's Cheez-Its. I don't know why. I can't get tired of Cheez-Its.
Well, guess
I
what's
will
going
go
in your
through
stocking this Christmas?
Yes! Yes! Come get
Cheez-Its.
some.
Yes.
But not mine, because I'm going to eat them all.
I'm gonna buy my
I will
own.
go through an entire box of Cheez-Its.
Okay. Cheez-Its. Huh. I
That-
would have never have thunk.
Well, I mean, that's what was on my mind when somebody asked me that. And I'm like, what would I never get tired of? What can I just eat and eat and eat and eat? Cheez-Its. It's never a bad time for Cheez-Its.
I also take French toast. I love breakfast. Breakfast is bomb. Any time of day.
I was going to say, you can have pancakes anytime you want.
Yeah. I just bought pancakes mix the other day, and I was like, that's going to be dinner this week. Like,
Hell yeah. We've done breakfast for dinner.
Yes.
It's a fun time.
definitely.
Okay, I see you.
All right, so are you ready for a little bit of
Herstory.
on Pez?
And here I thought you were, okay.
What were you thought I was going to do?
I thought you were talking about the coconut bomb over there.
I looked, but Chambord did not have any history or fun facts, because that was initially when I saw this. I was like, oh, sweet, I'll talk about that. I couldn't find anything.
Okay.
But then I had already committed to this drink, and I had watched this movie called The Pez Outlaw a couple of months ago. So I'm kind of into Pez right now. So
Okay.
buckle up.
The Pez Outlaw.
And
I'm
get
assuming this
ready.
was on Tubi.
No, it was on Netflix. It's a
Okay.
Netflix documentary.
Copy.
So today
You brought some Pez?
I went searching.
Oh!
Today was my first day ever buying Pez. Like,
Oh.
I thought about it. I was
Shit.
like, all I ever get it is in like birthday party gift bags or Easter baskets.
I'm going to tell you something.
What's up?
That's going to break.
What is?
That Pez dispenser.
Why you gonna throw it?
No, they just do that. In like a week.
You want to pay it?
I would love a Pez.
Take one
Eh.
out of his neck. So I called around. I went to Target. They didn't have it. I called around to a couple of candy shops near me, and I found one at the Grove. So I drove to the Grove today before I came here, and I found this cute little Harry Potter one.
Here I'm thinking you went and looked for Pez around you, and I'm thinking you're looking at local liquor stores in Riverside, but your ass lives out
I
here
live
now.
I do. You guys, I do want to say that I am apologetic. I'm so sorry that last week's episode or the last episode was so late, but
Guys.
it literally caught me in the middle of moving, and I couldn't find the charger to my computer after I moved, so it was a whole ordeal.
That being said, I would also like to apologize, everybody, because damn.
We late.
I mean, not just late, but I didn't finish the episode.
Yeah.
I did not survive. Things went bad, and my wingman, Ashley, had to step in and finish the last episode.
She sure did.
And I was so excited to talk
I
about
know
Tom
you were.
and Val Kilmer. And as I'm watching it back, like while you guys were talking in here, I was on the floor, just watching the ceiling
I
spin.
definitely did not take a picture of
I was
you on
listening,
the bathroom floor.
and like I had thoughts that I could not muster up to get my ass back out. I tried to get my ass back out here. I reached for the door. I opened the door. I saw you two. I was like, whoa.
He was like, I can't do it.
Shit, you got me fucked up.
I was also pretty fucked up. I was. I'm glad that I could hold on for the both
Which
of us.
explains why how long the episode.
The episode was so long.
I haven't even like there's moments where we're just like looking at each other like, you fucked up? I'm fucked up. The wingman, damn.
Thank you, Smash, for coming in for the save.
Clutch.
Yes. Okay.
So I apologize, everybody. That's my bad. I will try to manage today.
We're doing good. We're gonna be doing. It's not completely all alcohol, so we should be fine.
Okay. Awesome.
All right.
No Jaeger.
There's no Jaeger in it. I kept it away from Jaeger. I tried to do one thing cool. You can't even handle it.
I said so. Listening back, I was like, I may throw up. Boom.
It
happened.
When I was editing, I was like, oh shit, he foresaw that.
Called it. Jason's calling his shot in the toilet.
You made it. You made it to the bathroom. Okay. So let's talk about Pez, a certain someone in this movie's favorite candy.
Mm-hmm.
Pez is a whole deal. I thought that, it's nothing, but it's been around forever. Okay? So Pez is still a family-owned business.
Okay.
And it stands for Pfefferminz. It's a German word.
Pfefferminz?
It's a German word that means peppermint.
Okay.
So, so it's Pfeffermint. So Pez comes from, if you took the first, the middle, and the last letter of that word, it spells Pez. So P-E-Z.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the reason was this is because the first flavor of Pez was peppermint. And it started with Edward Hayes III. All three of these Edwards did some shit for this company along the line. But the third, he's the one who really made Pez what it is.
So he's not a Pfefferman.
a peppermint?
Yeah.
He's not a peppermint?
Sorry, I'm mixing up. Okay, continue. Mm-hmm. I got lost in the middle, but I found my way back.
Okay, good. Come back to me. So, Edward, the first, he was like a doctor, and he came up with this yeast, different type of yeast that wouldn't upset certain people's stomachs.
Oh, I need to know what that is.
It's probably what we use now. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Shit fucks up my stomach.
And then he went on to do some other science shit that ended up killing him.
Oh.
Injecting himself with some stuff.
Don't get high on your own supply.
On your own supply. Edward Part 2, he opened up his own grocery store.
You mean the second?
The second. No, he's Part 2.
Part 2. Let's go.
He opened up his grocery store and he started selling the yeast in his store, his dad's yeast in the store. And then Edward Part 3, he took that and he started making pre-packages of cake mix and all the stuff that you need with the yeast in it and selling it in the store. It blew up.
Nice.
But then he also was doing some experimenting, and he really did not like smoking. He thought smoking was gross, it was bad for you, so he invented this peppermint type candy for smokers. So that it was supposed to curb your appetite on smoking by eating these Pez's.
Okay.
So the time all this came out was in 1927. Okay.
Got you. Shit, making money during the Depression? Mm-hmm. Well, actually, that's right before. Never mind.
And this is in Austria. Mm-hmm. And so Pez started coming out with their little dispensers in 1948. And the first one that they had looked more like a Mentos tin.
The Fresh Maker?
Yeah, the Fresh Maker. Like, you know, like the little tin.
Oh, I know the commercial.
Commercial, but like the tin, when they sell them in like the tins. That's kind of what Pez came out at first.
Makes me want to run my arm down wet paint.
To get the stripes. It makes me want to get some construction guys to move my car out of a spot. You know, just the regular Mentos shit. The Fresh Maker. So, yeah. That's what the tin was. And so Edward III, he was like, no, this is unsanitizer, because if you're trying to share it with your friend, their friend's sticking their dirty hand in your hand and touching all the other mints, and you're eating them and shit. So they came up with the Pez dispenser.
Nice.
But the original one looked like a cigarette lighter for the smokers, because this candy was not geared for kids at the beginning.
It reminds me of like a clip from a gun, almost, like kind the way like that they put the bullets.
Yeah, I could see that. And so once they started having the dispensers, some of the first ones was like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and, you know, just random shit. And then in the 50s, 1952, they came to the United States. So this whole time they were everywhere else.
Okay.
And they came to the United States. They kind of started blowing up, and they were like, we need to make some money off of these Americans. So they got...
Stupid Americans.
They licensed the very first cartoon for the Pez, which was Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah.
And shortly after that was Disney.
Pez.
Yeah, Mickey and, you know, all the rest of the gang started being Pez dispensers, and it just blew up. People loved it. It became big in pop culture. Kids ate it. Like I said, I would get it in grab bags for birthday parties and Easter baskets, and once in a while you get Halloween candy, and sometimes they would just give you the Pez pack.
They would just get you the pack, not the dispenser.
Not the dispenser. And so you just eat it like
do that, you might as well give me some sweet tarts.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you just have to eat it like a caveman, just without your Pez.
Which makes me wonder, did Sweet Tarts rip off Pez? Because they kind of taste similar.
They do kind of taste
similar. It's just a circle versus a rectangle.
I mean, Sweet Tarts, I feel like has to be after Pez. I mean, 1920, what did I say?
Sweet Tarts are the Slugworth of...
It's the Slugworth!
They stole his idea.
I love it.
I congratulate you.
He's hiding in alleys, you know, paying off kids. Yeah, that makes sense. So in 1991 is when the first Pez collector convention was held. And so since then...
40 years of... Oh, no, like 60...
It took a minute for them to hold
64 years.
In America.
It's been 64 years.
And so people from all around the world still come till this day to the Pez collection festival, convention, whatever. And that's kind of where the movie The Pez Outlaw starts. So if you would like to watch that, I would say go ahead. It's on Netflix. It's pretty good.
It starts at the convention.
It's about this dude who started... This dude is the reason why they put, like, when you enter into a contest or, like, a giveaway from like a cereal box, it says like one per household, because this guy would buy tons of cereals, send his shit in, get the toys, and then sell the toys at toy conventions to people. And so they
jacking up the price.
They caught on to that, and they stopped it. This guy ended up after that going all the way to Austria to the Pez factory, buying rare Pez dispensers, because America doesn't sell all Pez.
No, of course not.
They only sell the ones they want to, and the rare ones are everywhere else. So he went out, gave them money, walked off with boxes full of Pez dispensers, and was making millions off of these motherfucking bad boys. Yeah, definitely watch it. Very good. The one stupid fun fact: the president of the Pez company.
Say that 3 times fast.
Is called the President.
The President. The president of the Pez is the president.
It's the president. So yeah, that is a little fun facts about Pez.
I like that.
We got our strawberry Pez here.
Except for homeboy, jacking up the price.
Subject driving on the price. I could have got this or a Chewbacca one. Those are the two. Yeah, I almost bought a Chewy, but I felt like we're a Harry Potter household.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we got.
Gryffindor.
I'm a Ravenclaw, thank you.
I've never been sorted.
I'm just sorting myself of seeing what each house is. I'm a Ravenclaw.
Okay.
Do you disagree?
I don't agree nor disagree. People tell me that I'm Gryffindor. I ain't never been sorted.
I think you are a Gryffindor. I would definitely.
Obviously.
I'd sign up on that. So that's a little bit of herstory on Pez.
Please.
And after eating
finish
the candy,
Harry Potter books.
I will. After eating the Pez and drinking the drink, they are real close to the same taste.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a pretty good one.
Nice. We could have butterbeer. You just gotta finish the books.
I can't have butterbeer without finishing the books?
We can't have butterbeer on the podcast until you finish the books.
All we have to do is stay under, book 5.
How? Fine.
Yeah, is that hard?
Fine bloody yes.
I'm sorry.
For me.
Okay, you're right. I mean, so far I have a favorite already. We can Goblet of Fire.
So far.
So far. That's why I said that, because I have not finished. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but there's certain characters that get really hot in the later episodes, and I'm curious to know who you think.
Are we talking about Ron?
No, we're not talking about Ron.
He gets kind of cute. No, I mean, for a redhead.
Stop that laughing!
I heard a snicker over there. Whoa!
No, unanimously, public opinion,
somebody
in there gets very hot, and you don't know who it is.
I do. It's Hermione. It's
gorgeous.
Not
her. We all know that she's gorgeous, but it's somebody you wouldn't expect.
Okay, well, fine. Oh!
Nah, stop guessing. We're talking about Stand By Me.
The fat one. What was his name?
I don't know. I didn't read the books.
Motherfucker.
I saw the movie. I was in and out.
He's in the fucking movie.
2+ hours.
Okay, whatever. Do you know what time it is?
I know what time it is.
It's time for the motherfucking drinking game. Yes, sir. And here we got our Smashly in the building.
Ooh.
Hey, baby.
You did get Pez.
Would you like a Pez?
Yeah. That's so nostalgic. That's so cool.
I had to go. I went searching for this. I called around for our Pez's.
All right.
I love it.
All right, let's do this.
Baby.
Ready to smash?
I'm so ready to get smashed.
We are ready.
Here we go. You're going to take a sip.
Taking a sip.
Taking a sip.
When you hear the undertone of the song Stand By Me,
Boom, boom,
you know what I'm saying?
Boom, 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 boom.
Like in the beginning, there's
They play
it sounds
softly.
it's like a horn or like
Mm-hmm.
doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, whenever you hear it just softly in the background.
Yes, you're like, hey, that sounds like.
Because they showed at the end when they're everybody's walking their separate ways.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's playing.
Yep. Take a sip every time the narrator is talking.
Yes.
Yes. Take a sip every time they skin it.
Skin it, man. He's like,
You
he didn't want to do
Dodged
it.
you do the other side.
You gotta do both?
Yeah.
You gotta be.
There you go.
That was a little fast, but.
They do it very slow.
That's so weird, though. Like, it's like extra. Stop
There's
petting me.
definitely, like.
It's just a very. Yeah. I feel like you're supposed to do it quick.
Yeah, no, it's very sensual for them.
It is. Like, there's some undertones in this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm here for this.
Take a sip when Vern mentions his pennies.
Vern.
Every time he mentions.
Come on, Verno.
He's like
Haven't
7
found my
cents.
pennies yet.
I haven't found my pennies. Yeah, he's all fucking. He's digging. If you look,
He's got
there's so many holes.
It's like Gopher Central underneath that house.
Like,
that's
this house
already
is
been
gonna-
stolen.
Huh?
I mean, if he couldn't find it by
Ain't nobody digging up pennies like that.
Look, this is my backstory on the whole thing. his brother's a dick, right?
Yeah.
He can't keep a jar of pennies in the house because he gonna come and lift it,
Mm-hmm.
right, to steal it. So he was like, bitch, I'm hiding this shit underneath the house because he knows his brother ain't gonna crawl his ass down there. But he might have, maybe the mom didn't throw it away.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
And his brother took the map
Uh-huh.
and he stole his pennies.
Yeah, he jacked him
That's
for his
what
pennies.
happened. Part-
Burn, you little
part
son
two,
of a
come on.
whore.
Part
He was
two.
under the porch.
No, I wasn't.
I wasn't. I swear.
He ran. He was like, I'm outie. Fuck this body.
Alright, and take a simp when every time Vern says sincerely.
Oh, nice. Okay, I was wondering if you were going to add
He
that.
is so cute.
It's
So,
adorable.
so sincere.
Take a simp when every time Gordy is referred to as LaChance.
Who told you had a fat one, LaChance?
Biggest one in 4 counties.
Take a simp every time Gordy has a flashback. Those are good
I don't
ones.
like the flashback.
I don't like the flashbacks.
So does that dream flashback, does that count?
That counts.
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
I feel like it
I don't
is
even-
a flashback. To
I don't
the-
even know if that's like real or fake.
Yeah,
I feel like it's probably real.
I
Yeah.
think so too. His dad's a dick.
that's a dick.
Yeah. And it's just torturing
Mhm.
him over and over.
Is this fucked up? But take a simp every time someone cries twice if it's due to daddy issues.
Oh my god.
It's a little bit.
Slightly,
But I'm
slightly
I'm
fucked up.
I'm gonna take that. Because they all
Cheers
cried about
to
their
daddy
daddies. Wait, I don't have daddy issue. Hi, daddy. He watches
Yeah,
this.
dude.
He's a good
Crazy
man.
what's happening.
I don't have that. But
Holding it down for the good dads
for
out
the
there.
good dads, it's a rare number, but you in there. But I mean, yeah. Oh, you're right. Because even Corey, he's crying about
Oh yeah. Corey's got
beach
daddy.
of.
Chris has got
He
daddy.
stormed the beach of
I don't know
Normandy.
anything about Vern. Like they don't talk about his
I think
parents.
he's
I
fine.
mean, I feel like his parents are probably dicks. They got a older son who's out here just running hell and they ain't doing shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Your son has to hide money under the porch.
Yeah, but he's not so much a dick as much as he is just a bitch. Like
I mean, he's
the
running
older
with the
brother-
wrong crowd.
He
man.
is, but he's like a coward simultaneously.
Yeah. You think he'll grow out of it?
Yeah. As soon as they don't have a use for him,
I feel
like
like
as soon as like Ace or them don't.
once Ace gets arrested or killed,
Yeah, that whole gang just like
they
evaporates.
gonna be like, "Ooh, we gotta wise up."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Take a simp every time you see a train.
I also was trying to find
Oh,
a train
shit.
content.
Take a simp every time the boys sing.
I love it.
A gun will travel beats the heart of a man. A knight without armor in a savage
land.
land.
I know. They're like, we ain't singing. It
Now's
ain't
not the
sing
time, Vern.
Yeah,
Shut
we
the
ain't
fuck
singing.
up.
Eat your pez and shut up over there.
You're gonna take a simp every time the boys walk on train tracks.
Okay. Which is
Like,
constantly.
I know.
I mean, I haven't walked on train tracks in a minute.
Me neither.
You're gonna take a simp every time Chris and Gordy have a serious conversation.
They got it every time they
Yeah.
take they stop somewhere. They're like, "Remember, I stole the money. My dad hates me."
It's a
Like
Right.
they're
whole
just
conversation. It's daddy issues.
not daddy issues.
But at the same time, they're so affectionate towards each
Yeah.
other. Like Chris is always just like right here
Chris
with
is
it.
always. Because I mean, that just shows what type of person he's gonna grow into be. He's
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
trying to fix things.
Yeah,
And when he gets
for
older,
sure.
he's still trying to fix things, and it just gets
Always
him killed.
trying to make the best piece.
Yeah.
Take a simp every time the boys trash talk on each other.
You four-eyed pile of shit.
Pile of shit
Has
has
1,000
eyes. And he's like,
funny.
what the fuck?
Take a simp every time Teddy pretends he's in a battlefield.
He does
Stand
that-
back, men!
It's like, just shooting.
Gun noises are really
Train
good.
dog.
His, I do have to say, his gun noises are better than yours, especially.
Yes. Let's forget about that.
You talking about her scene last week?
Yes.
I like the gun noises.
I couldn't stop laughing. It's great for what we're doing, yes.
100%. Most adorable gunshots
It was.
ever.
It was.
Last time I'm your wingman.
No.
Jesus. I was
Oh, I
kidding.
am so sorry. I take everything back.
Definitely not the last time.
I need you.
You're gonna take a sip
Either that or
every
this is our
time.
last episode.
No, I won't say that.
Never.
Take a sim every time anyone fat is being made fun of. I'm
Great,
sorry,
but it's the fat kid.
often.
Oh, the junkyard guy, and he's like,
Fat ass.
what do
Yeah,
you
you only weigh
weigh?
about 400 pounds, fat ass.
And then lard ass. There's a whole
Lard
storyline of him.
Lard
Wait, so
ass,
every
lard
chant of
ass,
lard ass?
lard ass, lard
Does that
ass.
count?
Boom, bada,
Maybe.
boom, bada,
Bada.
boom. Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom.
Poor kid. He's one of
Hey,
the
he got
fat
his
life.
revenge though.
Oh,
That's epic.
yes, he did. And no one threw up on him.
Mm-mm.
Pretty good.
Alright, you're gonna finish your first drink when Chopper 6 balls. Sorry, I can't say it with
Now he said, Chopper,
Sick'em boy.
Sick'em boy.
But what I heard
was
Chopper, sick balls.
Save your face like
'Cause
you're gonna say it right.
I love
I was not judging you
I love
whatsoever.
it.
That was your own mind.
You did it.
I'm just trying to stay in the frame here. We got this is our that's
Okay.
our baby over there.
You're gonna finish your second drink when Gordy finds a leech on his balls.
Yeah, huh?
Oh, he passed the fuck out.
Shit, Chris.
He just went, it just fell
That's a
over.
lot of blood.
It was,
It was a lot of blood.
well, I mean, a lot of blood pumps there, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that
It's
makes
like
sense.
objective number one for the male body.
Alright, you're gonna finish your third and final drink when Stand By Me finally plays and sing along.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. And I did bring my Stand By Me record.
Oh, yes, you did.
I do have it on vinyl because it's one of my favorite movies. And it's a great soundtrack. It's fun.
Absolutely.
When you want to get that old feeling.
I was gonna talk about that. I love this soundtrack. I just like adored doo-wop growing up as a kid. It was like one of my favorite genres. And shit, this fucking movie.
If it don't
Every
get
single
you.
time.
That's why I brought the. I almost left without it. I turned around
Ooh.
and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Go Novi.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
grabbed it because I knew we needed it. It's a great
Absolutely.
soundtrack.
Got Buddy Holly on there, Benny King, everybody.
Everybody.
Every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours eventually come my way. Hey, hey, hey.
I love it.
Do y'all have any more to add? Did I miss any?
I don't know. I think it's a pretty good one. There probably is stuff, but I'm gonna say cheers to that drinking game. Shit.
Oh, Novi's still, she's
Oh,
still
she got
thinking.
thoughts.
She's thinking.
Thoughts and feelings.
What you-
Take a sip
Mm-hmm.
when we go to modern day.
Oh.
Okay.
Because it shows him like
Okay.
sitting there. I mean, modern day 80s.
Yeah.
Because his looking at
Narrator's
his
modern day.
big ass computer with the black and the green print
Yeah.
on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I do like, the kids are just like, damn, can we like go to the pool?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's
all that.
right.
Mhm. He's just watching them ride their bike down the road.
Okay.
Like anytime
that.
you see the narrator's modern day.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, I did have one. I just thought of it.
Oh shit.
See, you gave me time.
I gave you time.
Give me time.
Sorry.
Unstoppable. Take a simp anytime that you hear 1950s jargon.
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 Such as
You knew it was loaded, you wethead! It's an insult in the 1950s. Call somebody a wethead.
because he's wet on the brain.
Uh-huh.
Ah. What
Okay.
was the one you said yesterday? It was like what the cost of, what was it, half and a half?
A buck and a
A
half
buck
and a
and a
half.
Buff and a half. What does that mean?
It's
$2?
No, it's $1.75.
How's that a half?
A half of
A half is 50.
yeah, so half of half is 25.
Oh.
So that's how much they spend.
Yeah.
When he's like, all right, get a buck and a half and a half.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm what?
We don't talk in change because we rarely care about fucking change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, back then.
Okay.
Have fun with that drinking game.
Yes.
All right, you guys.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Happy smashing.
Happy smashing. Ooh,
I gotta pace myself. This thing's almost gone.
So good.
mine's gone.
We don't have a repeat of last episode.
No, there's only 2 alcohols in this. We'll be fine.
Fine.
Right. I'm gonna have to. I'll cut you off next time. I'll be like, you done.
Cut off, son.
You cut off.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so are you ready
I'm ready.
for them stats?
Hit me with the stats.
All right, Stand By Me came out. It came out
Yes, it did.
August 22nd, 1986, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what today is?
August 23rd.
No, it's the 22nd.
Today's the 23rd. Oh, shit, it is the 22nd. Damn, Gina. That's what it was. I looked at the calendar after midnight last night.
I was like, what?
It
I was
is
like, it's
August
either that
20.
or my watch is lying.
Mm-hmm.
But it says that it is the 22nd, August 22nd. So we are on the anniversary.
Anniversary of
Stand by me. Stand by me.
Yes.
Okay, so budget for Stand By Me
Mm-hmm.
was $8 million.
$8 million.
Like if
That's
you
a
translate
lot
that
of
in,
cheese.
if you translate that in 2021 money, what you think that is?
In 85, carry the 2. Yes, that's correct. I would put it somewhere around 15.
21. You're pretty close. Yeah,
Okay.
$21 million to make this, which makes sense because you don't have to pay a lot for child actors.
No, they're not discovered yet.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Corey was and River Phoenix was.
yeah.
I mean, Will kind of was too, but like not to the
Not to
most-
the extent.
Yeah, to the extent of the other two.
Yeah.
And this movie made $52 million.
Okay.
Translated in 2023 money, it's $141 million that this movie made.
That's pretty good.
All right. Rotten Tomatoes. Critics. 92%.
Okay. Don't fuck with me on this.
I ain't
one.
gonna fuck with you on this. I feel like people would take their credit card if they like
Yeah.
did some low shit on this.
If they lowballed this movie, like, fuck y'all.
Audience. 94%.
Okay.
So the audience and the critics are seeing eye to eye here.
When
sorta.
this is one of those movies that's just undeniable.
It's just really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't hate on it. And the ZZ Fresh, I'm gonna say 100. There's nothing I really can say that I could think of off the top that I'd be like, they should change this. They shouldn't have cast somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't have used this song. They shouldn't have filmed here. They shouldn't have had the costume. Everything looks great.
Looks
I
fantastic.
really don't have anything.
I haven't even thought about it, but
Yeah, it was her J Joy.
I have given 100 before, haven't I?
You sure have.
I probably have.
You don't
This
do it
is
often though.
A near perfect movie. Like,
You can 99% in. I'll give you that.
I can't because honestly, I gotta give it 100 because this is based off of a Stephen King short or a novel, something like
It
that.
is a short story in
Yeah.
a collection of stories in a novel.
Okay.
I'll get to that, but yeah, I got it.
And because of such, like when our director screened it for him, he didn't really know like what was going on with Stephen King because he was like visibly like shaking, and Stephen King straight up said like this is the best adaptation of anything that he's written.
I mean, Rob
And he
did
hated
damn
The
thing.
Shining.
He hated The Shining. This is not our first Stephen King movie. We've done The Mist.
Mhm.
We've done Shawshank Redemption.
Have we done Shawshank? We did do Shawshank.
We did.
Yeah. Also, our director, he said that this was the best movie that he's ever done.
It is his favorite and like most close to his heart movie he's
Mhm.
ever done.
So, yeah, you got to give it 100%. The only thing that I
Okay.
can think of is like the train sequence.
What about it?
You can see where it's green screen and where it's not. However, it's not all green screen. majority of it is actually a train behind them.
I don't know who signed off on a real active train coming down a track with children on it. But in 85, 86, no one gave a fuck and they were cool with it.
Hear me out.
They were a big distance.
Yeah.
And I do know that they use like crazy lens to make it look like it's
Yes,
like right
so they
behind
used a
them.
telephoto lens, which maybe they didn't green screen anything. Maybe it was just the way that the telephoto lens
That's what I'm thinking.
does things. Because when you have a lens, when you go bigger in the number, it brings the background closer to you. So maybe they're far as fuck away and they're shooting on like a 600 millimeter lens, which is why the train looks so close to them.
Yeah, I mean, that is exactly what... I don't know exactly what lens. I feel like
I
it
don't
was a
know.
5, but...
5 what?
500?
Maybe, yeah.
I remember reading that. But yeah, they were really on, like, at one point when Corey is, like, standing in front of them, he's like, come on! And River Phoenix runs up to go get him. He slips a little bit.
Oh,
and they, like, started calling cut. But River Phoenix just continued on in character and, like, moved him out. And I believe that's, like...
That's the take that
that's
they
the take
used?
they
Hell
used,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But they were freaking out. They're like, stop the train!
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, stop the train!
Dude.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable. So I gotta give... This is a perfect movie.
Look at that. And last week you're like, I don't give hundreds.
I was drunk that day. I don't know who that was.
That's what I heard. I give hundreds where they're due. If I can't really think of something,
Yeah.
then just one thing. It's just the way a line is said, and that's it. And I might be
I'm
the
curious.
only
I'm
person.
very
I might be
curious.
the
Okay.
only person who hates this.
Tell me.
But after they get the body, and Ace is like threatening them, and he's like, "I'm not gonna forget this. Like you're gonna pay." And he's like, "Maybe we will, and maybe we won't." Like that line, the way he says it.
Okay. I thought you were going to talk about when he's
Drives
like,
me
this
nuts.
is big time, baby. It's like, wow.
Wow, is that where we're at right now?
Very flirtatious.
Yes, baby. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. And you can't knock a point for that.
I can't. That's why it's staying 100.
Okay. I see you. Yeah.
Hundo.
100% across the board.
Across the board. Look at that. I don't think we've ever done like a double 100 before.
It's because we've never done Stand By Me.
And here we are. Okay. So, before you get into the movie, I'm going to just talk about the book real quick. Because Lenny's Literary Library is open, my friends.
Lenny.
I
I know you're loving it on the East Coast, but you know. come visit.
Well, before we start that, I would like to say happy birthday to Lenny. Her birthday was actually yesterday. Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday, my dear.
Yes, I tried to call her and I sang to her on her answer machine, but she was out there partying it up as she should. And also, we'd like to say happy birthday to my roommate, Edwin.
My producer, Edwin.
Yeah. Edwin.
Ashley's adopted son.
Yes, and today's his birthday. So
Happy
to
birthday, Edwin.
people
We
we
love
love
you.
in our lives, happy birthdays. But since the library is open in honor of Lenny's birthday, we're going to talk about The Body. So The Body is a Stephen King story, and it was from a book of collection of stories called Different Seasons. And so
Okay.
each season has its own story. This season is the fall. The one that we're reading right now is like the
Gotcha.
fall. It's called The Fall of Innocence. I think it's like the chapter name. But the story is called The Body. And this book came out in 1982. And I have not read this book. I do have a friend who has it, and I do plan on buying it.
You're on those like Murderino books too.
I mean, it's a Stephen King book. I mean, not
I assume somebody dies in everything Stephen King writes. I don't know, but I'm not an avid reader.
I mean, I guess that's
He's got that
semi-true.
kind of
That's
reputation.
semi-true. I mean, at least all the ones I've read, yeah, someone dies. But it's not like a spooky scary. Like this one, I think it's supposed to just be the seasons of your lives. And, you know, Stephen King said that the moment that your innocence is gone is when you realize as a child that you're going to die.
Ooh.
And that's when your innocent is gone. And so that's kind of makes sense for this movie.
I remember the day that I learned about death.
Who died?
Nobody. Joe came in crying on the couch. And I was like, what the fuck's he crying about? He just realized that he's gonna die. Oh shit. I guess I realized that today too. What? What's
Damn,
death?
Joe. You just fucked up everybody.
I learned 2 years early because of your ass.
It's your ass. You couldn't hold it together. And now Jason had to realize he was dying.
Yeah. So Joe was like, I think like 7 or 8. So I was like 6 or 7.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. Probably around that time because my grandfather, my pawpaw died. And he died like in our home. So like I do remember all of that. And it was like, wait, we die? You know? And I mean, prior to that, we had animals who died. You know, dogs, birds, fishes. But like,
Don't worry, science is gonna catch up. We're gonna be alright.
I know, we on a good turn of that.
Right there on the cusp.
On the cusp. All right, so that's a little bit about the body. It seems like a really good story, and it's a lot of people's favorite story of his.
Okay.
It's not as sad. I mean, it is sad. There's
Not as thrillery.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's a coming of age story.
Gotcha.
And inside of the body, I did read that there is small stories that LaChance does in the book, so you could actually read.
Have a fat one.
Yeah, he has a couple fat stories, the biggest in 4 counties, in the book. So
Don't sleep on the skinny dude.
he's so cute. But yeah,
I tried to do my LaChance haircut today. I
I
tried to part it, but my hair is too short, so it didn't
you look
part
great.
like it normally does. I'm like a 50-50 of LaChance and
Whatever.
Chambers.
This is normal. This is what your hair look like.
I know, but I tried to part it. I tried. It didn't go so well.
You look great always.
How you doing?
So the library is closed,
Okay.
and there we go. Happy birthday, Lenny.
Happy birthday, Lenny and Edwin.
All right. So while you start, I'm gonna start making our round 2.
All right, Stand By Me, directed by Mr. Rob Reiner. Do you know who he is? Yes, you do. No, where
Do I
Where
know?
do you know him from? Because like people know him from different places depending on their age.
What do you know him from?
A number of things, but most recently, I would say New Girl. He's Jessica Day's dad.
Okay.
Wolf of Wall Street. He's Leo's dad.
Yeah.
Who the fuck has the goddamn gall to call here on a Tuesday night?
Yeah, he was a good dad. Yeah.
Oh, miss all week I wait for the Equalizer.
That's right. He's on site. And now the Equalizer's back.
The Equalizer. Oh, it is. You're
With Queen
right.
Latifah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the movie. Yeah.
So that's he's a fantastic actor. You know,
Yes.
he's a second generation actor.
He
you know?
is.
His dad, of course.
We've done
it's-
some of his movies, right?
Have we done Ocean's 11?
No.
We need
Just
to.
11? Did he
Well, I mean,
did he
he's
do
done-
12 or 13, 14?
Yeah, yeah. He his dad is Saul from Ocean's 11.
No, I know.
Carl Reiner.
I know who his dad is.
Okay.
But I'm saying, is there an Ocean 11 you want us to do, or it doesn't matter?
11.
Just 11.
Yeah. I mean, we can do 11. I'm not a huge fan of 12, but I do
love
like
3.
I like 13.
Yeah, 13.
That one's pretty good. But yes, his dad is the great Carl Reiner, who plays Saul in Ocean's 11, but also is the creator of the Dick Van Dyke Show,
Yep.
producer, actor inside of, he's, a fantastic person who's had a very illustrious career, and his son is no different. So while people today will recognize him from Revolutions, round and round. You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry.
Don't let him off the train. Think of another brilliant idea, another stock.
Look at that. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. People will recognize him today from, like, New Girl and Wolf of Wall Street. But, like, people of, like, say, my mom's generation will recognize him from his long history of work in TV. So he was on Batman, Andy Griffith Show, The Partridge Family, Beverly Hillbillies, The Odd Couple, All in the Family, Archie, like everything. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Probably All in the Family. Not that.
You recognize him?
It's not that like he played like the son, the boyfriend, right, or whatever.
Well, my point is that he's been in everything.
He's been in everything, but he had hair back then and a little like mustache.
He did a mustache.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, he did. And if you don't recognize him from those movies, you'll recognize his work as an actor. Or, excuse me, as a director, because he has directed amazing movies. While this one is his favorite, he started with Spinal Tap. Yes, he did.
Spinal Tap.
Hell yeah. Have you seen The Sure Thing with John Cusack? 80s movie?
Refresh.
The Sure Thing is where this girl travels across country to UCLA with John Cusack, while John Cusack is going to have sex with this co-ed that's like a sure thing. You know, it's
I
very
have seen this.
trains, planes, and automobiles.
I have seen this. Yes.
I can't remember the girl's name. She's the same girl in The Cutting Edge.
Yeah. Yes. I have seen it many moons ago. But
Good
yes.
movie. You know, that was his movie number 2. This was number 3, but right afterwards he follows up with The Princess Bride, Misery,
Okay.
A Few Good Men.
We did do Princess Bride.
We did do Princess Bride.
I love Misery. I feel like I just made you watch it or Smashly watch it.
Maybe Smashly. I've seen it.
Yeah. Well, I was watching it here. You guys walked in.
Mm.
I love Misery.
I didn't mean to walk in on you.
My dirty secret of watching Misery and eating candy on your couch. Yes. So I would love to do Misery.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. He's a great director.
I could bring on an inside man from Misery.
Who you got?
I got the director's assistant.
Oh, then let's do it. I would love to do Misery. It's another Stephen King movie.
Mm-hmm.
And who doesn't? You know what? Yes, we're doing it. It's on the list.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you a fun fact. Something you don't know. The director's assistant,
Okay.
Rob Reiner's assistant for Misery, Wolf.
Then yes,
Wolfgang Bodison.
Then let's go.
Yes.
I love Wolf.
I love Wolf too. So check this out. So Wolf was Rob Reiner's assistant on Misery.
It's probably cold as fuck.
Probably, yes. So there was I'll tell you, one story is he accidentally dropped Rob Reiner's script and the pages like went flying everywhere.
Oh no.
So he had to put it all back together.
No one's looking. You didn't see this.
But Rob Reiner is also responsible for giving Wolf his first acting job.
In A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're definitely.
Job number 1, Wolfgang Bodison is working opposite of Tom Cruise.
This bitch can't handle the truth. He can't.
I mean, apparently he could.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes me excited because I would love to have Wolf on the show, and I love Misery. So
I'll ask him what his favorite spirit is.
it don't matter. It does matter.
It does matter.
It does matter for him. Anything. Okay.
So, yeah, that's what I got for Mr. Rob Reiner. We adore him. Couple of movies I didn't mention: When Harry Met Sally,
We can do that one too.
The Bucket List.
We can do that one too.
Cross it off the bucket list to do the bucket list.
To
We
do
got
the
this.
bucket list. And now I'm gonna invent a drink called Kicking the Bucket.
Ooh. Okay. The last thing I'll say is that he has only one Oscar nomination. That is not a testament to his career because he's had an amazing one.
What was that for?
It's for Best Picture.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men. Yeah.
Not
absolutely.
Princess Bride. That's such a good
I
movie.
know, right? Not for this. Jesus.
I
Near
mean,
arguably perfect movie. There are very few perfect movies out there.
even the critics said it was up there. So
Well, Rob Reiner, you did a hell of a job, and we appreciate you a great deal.
okay. So do you want a fun fact?
Hit me with that fun fact. Come on, Vern.
speaking of Vern, here's your fun fact. All right. I almost told you today when we were watching it, but I just didn't want it.
I was trying to maintain myself over there too.
I want you to, next time you guys watch this, look at the scene where he's trying to do the train dodge, and he goes up there and he's like, "You trying to kill yourself, man!" And he's like all pissed, and they do the little slide, and then they walk across the train tracks. Okay, so if you look at if you look at Jerry O'Donnell.
Okay, I was like, I thought we were talking about Vern.
If you look at Jerry O'Donnell,
Okay.
you see him start walking up the railroad to walk on the track with the boys, and down his left leg, you can see his mic pack fall down his leg and come out the bottom of his pants.
No!
And it's like hanging, and he's kind of like trying to like kick it and like walk up and like continue on. Like once you see it, you'll never unsee it again.
Damn it!
My whole life I watched this movie and never noticed that shit until literally today. And there you go. So you can see it.
So that's a little goof.
A little goof.
Okay.
But he played it off well because we didn't fucking notice.
No, I mean, you gotta look for those kind of things in order to find them. Like, there's shots in this movie, like, you know how Corey Feldman's ear is burnt?
Mm.
There's shots where his ear is perfect.
Yeah.
You know,
You
but
forget
you
it's
gotta
burnt.
look for 'em.
And
Also,
you forget it's burnt until
involving
something-
the train.
It's not burnt on the train.
Yeah.
They're like, look, we don't want to inhibit your hearing of the train, real actual train coming down the tracks. So we're not even going to do it.
Yeah,
or the
as
makeup
I
girl
don't-
had the day off.
I don't remember if it's when they're running from the train after, like, Gordy yells train, or if it's when he's dodging the train.
At least we
But
know
one
when,
of them, his ear is perfect.
At least we know when the next train is due.
Dude, I love that scene. He yells, and Vern's stupid ass is still crawling. Oh, shit.
I'm scared. No. He's like, get the fuck
Vern,
out.
move your ass. I'm trying, Gordy. I can't move any faster.
No, you gotta move.
And when they do get that two shot of them, the way he's fucking running.
Okay. I read that they didn't look scared enough running across the tracks in that scene.
What?
So Rob Reiner pulled them to the side and scared the living shit out of him. And he was like, "You think that train is scary? If you don't do this right, like, wait till you see me," like, kind of shit.
No
Scared the
shit.
shit out of these kids. So that, like, terrified look on their face is them terrified of, like, messing this take up.
Wow.
And so afterwards he had to be like, "You guys, I was just playing. Like, I love you. I was just trying to get you
Just
to
trying
do
to
what
get the best out of you.
Get the best out of you."
Fucking kid
But-
whisperer.
But they were just like,
It's
not
fine.
looking scared.
I'm traumatized forever now, thanks.
He's like, my career is on the line here, okay? This is only my third movie, bitch. Don't fuck it up.
Hey, I mean, they all wanted to work with him again.
I mean,
I
yeah.
will say that.
Everybody
And he
wants to
hired a
work.
few of them.
Yep, again.
And Jerry's the youngest.
He was 11,
Something like that.
going on 12.
Mm-hmm.
River Phoenix was the oldest. He was like 14.
15.
15, 14
Yeah.
going on 15. Everybody,
Yeah. So
everybody seemed to have a birthday during the summer.
Yeah, so River Phoenix was born in 70. Jerry was born in 74. I think Corey was born in 71, and Will was born in 72.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at Jerry, one of the reasons why he seems like such a dumbass compared to the other boys, he's literally 3 years younger
Oh,
than him.
baby. Oh, baby. Yeah. We
So
talking
imagine if you're like 14 and you got your 11-year-old little brother following him after you. Like,
I
he's
don't
going to
know.
piss you off.
I don't know how that feels. I'm the youngest.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm the annoying sibling following the older one around. I don't
Yeah.
know what it's like to have the younger one following you.
No. I know what it's like to be in Vern's shoes a little bit.
Yeah, it's the one you get made fun of and
Mhm.
you gotta go do the stupid shit.
When somebody's like, shut up, Vern. Yeah, go ahead. Good, great story.
Great story.
Smoking the fucking
I got
thing.
one question. Did Lord Else have to pay to get in the contest? No, Vern.
They just let him in.
Oh, okay then.
Great story.
Great story. Great story, Grody. Definitely. I love that line. It's so cute. So cute. Are we talking about Jerry? Is that where we're
Might
at?
as well. Shit. Now that we're talking about him, this was his first acting job.
This very was his first.
So
Okay.
you're saying he was 11.
That's what I heard.
Okay. I didn't do the math. But
Jerry O'Connell was a New York kid,
okay.
and the rest of the boys were LA boys. So
Sure.
So they all knew each other. They
Uh-huh.
had worked together previously. Some of them. They've been on the auditions.
Yeah, they
team.
were on, like, I heard that
So
like Corey and River would like hang out outside of like auditions and stuff, and
Yeah.
Just-
So like they already knew each other. So when Jerry came in, and him being the youngest, they picked on him.
of course.
And they just kind of did that until, they hazed him a little bit.
Sure.
Then they put their arm around him, and they all got to be friends.
Yeah.
So I think that's cute because he was just
Yeah.
like, this is my first movie, and I didn't even really know like what I was doing, and these
So
guys
sweet.
already knew each other, and
Well, as I understand it, Keith Sutherland picked on all the boys also because that was within his character. And
Yes.
they accidentally got him back.
they did accidentally get him back. The boys were up to a lot of mischief.
Mischief.
During the filming of this, they got to stay at a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And when they stayed at the hotel, they did a lot of things, like throwing the poolside furniture inside the pool. All of it.
Hurricane's coming. I told Daniel to do that. I hope y'all were safe during the hurricane.
I hope they were fine. It didn't
Hey.
rain like it did here.
No. Palm Springs got it the worst, as I understand
Oh,
it.
shit.
Dude.
Desert. Yeah, they ain't ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they did that. They would, throw water balloons and shit off of their balconies. Will fix the video games in the lobby so
Playing
that they
Nintendo
can play
in the lobby.
so they can play for free out there in the lobby and shit. Like, they were out there just living their best dream. But really, what they did do was make River Phoenix, they dared him to throw mud on a car.
Uh-huh.
And they, not just throw mud on the car, but cover the car in mud.
No. Okay.
And being kids that they are, they did it.
Okay.
But what they didn't realize is that was Keith Sutherland's fucking car. And they didn't realize that until Keith Sutherland started being like, who the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Who the fuck put mud all on my car? And somehow
He did it.
somehow he came up to River Phoenix and he scared the shit out of River Phoenix.
Oh
He
my
was like,
God.
I heard that you fucking put this and scared the shit out of him. So yeah, he was portraying his character quite well.
For sure. He's like, oh, this is perfect. This is fucking character work right here.
I mean, I would definitely do that. If
Look at your car. It's covered in mud.
Yeah,
You're dead.
you're dead.
You're
Or-
gonna have to kill me, Ace.
You got money. You are going to either wash my car or get my car washed.
All
That's
right.
that's where we're at.
Absolutely. So Jerry O'Connell, something that I found out that I find fucking hilarious is that while they were filming this in Oregon, there was a Renaissance fair close by.
Yep.
These fools all went, and I think Kiefer Sutherland's the one that bought some cookies or some shit. So maybe this was payback, but those
Maybe
cookies
it was.
happened to be laced with marijuana.
At a Renaissance fair.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
So Jerry's ass apparently ended up crying in the bar because he got high by accident.
It's pretty fucked up for a baby to be high on it. Where is this Renaissance fair that sells weed, brownies, or cookies? Because I've been to a couple and I only had regular ass shit.
That's how Ashley got high for the first time too.
At a Renaissance fair?
No, at the park. She ate a whole ass brownie during 4th of July fireworks or some shit.
No one told you, Smash?
I was eating a pot brownie, and that was the first time I got high.
Dang. She's like, this.
She didn't know she ate the whole thing.
She's all eating. She's like, this has such an earthy taste to it. I don't know what this is.
These are not Ash brownies.
He's a
We simply Dosh Bakery.
Now put your clothes on back on, boy. Yes. So.
Oh my god. My heart does go out to Jerry O'Connell in this movie. Because he's the fat kid. He's the youngest kid. He's the most innocent. He's also the dumbest. one. Like, he's the most, like, pure of heart out of the 4 boys.
Yes.
You know? And so they fuck with him. That's not the secret knock!
I can't
forget the secret knock! Let me in!
Vern. Yeah. He is the sweetest.
Mhm.
I watched a commentary of this movie when Rob and Corey and Will were on it. And when they got to talking about Jerry,
Yeah.
the number one thing that they could not stop talking about him was his wife. They were like, how did this fat little boy get Rebecca Romaine as his wife?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, he did good. Like that, like literally all they kept
100%.
talking about.
I mean, this
That's all they
motherfucker grew
kept
up to be a fucking stud.
He stud himself though. Like it's not like he's still the fat little pudgy kid.
No. Like,
with this gorgeous model. No, he.
the last
looks
time
good.
I saw him, don't get me wrong, he worked in between, but I saw him in this movie, and then I saw him in Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah.
When he's playing Trip McNeely.
Yep.
And he's just fucking
He looks
ripped.
ripped. Yes.
I'm like, what? And he's fucking huge.
Yeah.
He's like
a tall man.
6'4" or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know how tall he actually is.
Not tall.
But he's sitting next to the dude from Twilight.
So he is a little tall.
And he's much bigger visually. And he's got this deep, resonant voice. He's no longer talking like this. Let me in.
Sincerely.
Sincerely, yeah. So he still has the beautiful blue eyes, but his
does,
face is
exactly.
chiseled. His
It is
chest is
chiseled.
popping. And so, yeah, he went from Vern to Trip McNeely and from, and also, what's it called, from Jerry Maguire? Kush. Frank Kushner?
I can't remember what his
Something
name
like
is.
that.
He's a football player.
He's the number 1 draft in the
who dicks
NFL.
him.
Yeah, quarterback.
He dicks him.
Kush slash. Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
yeah. Kush Lash. That's right. We should do Jerry Maguire. That's a good movie.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Jerry O'Connor, though,
Mm-hmm.
he is with Rebecca Romaine,
Okay.
and they've been together for years. They have children. I've met both of them before.
What?
I met them last year at my cousin's wedding. My cousin and her husband are friends with them.
No shit.
And so
Okay.
they were at the wedding. And I don't know if you know this. I think you do know this.
Mm.
But my kryptonite is an open
Weed.
bar.
Okay.
And this one had an open liquor bar and an open weed bar.
Ooh.
So your girl was on a good one when I met them. So, like, I had a great time. They were the very sweetest people.
Nice.
He even went and got me a drink from the bar. And I got really drunk. And with celebrities, I'm usually, like, chill. I don't, like, break up shit. But I was about 3-4 drinks in after the wedding. And so I was like, dude, I love Stand By Me. It's like one of my favorites. He was like, yep, I was in that movie. And I'm like, yeah, you were. I'm sorry. I usually don't like fangirl, but I just wanted to like let you know. But I'm not the only one
No, you're not.
who loves this movie.
I know where you're going.
So after he started dating his wife, Rebecca, for a while, she's a Berkeley girl, and she went to home, and she brought him, and he got to meet her high school friends and hang out with them. And they, too, got really drunk around him.
Oh, shit.
And they were like, did you know that Rebecca's favorite movie is Stand By Me? And he's like, oh, really? And she's like, yes.
She never told me.
She used to have all the posters on her wall, and she watched it all the time. And she never told him, like, ever. Like,
course not.
I
You
was
can't-
obsessed with your movie when I was a kid.
You can't tell somebody that you absolutely loved their movie growing up. Like, then they think that you have, like, ulterior motives or something.
Literally, that's all. And I told them about us going to Columbia, and they were asking me about it.
Oh, this was after Columbia?
No, it was before Columbia. I was like, oh, yeah, next
Oh.
month I'm going. It was in October, last October.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh, yeah, in a couple of weeks I'm going to Columbia. And they're like, Columbia? Really? And I was like, oh, yeah, I just came back from Canada. They're like, look at you, jet setter. Like, you know, they were very sweet, very nice.
Awesome.
My cousin is friends with them and says that they're the realest people she's found in Hollywood. So
Dude, that's
a cool thing. I hope we hang out again and I'm sober and there's no open bars.
But you're gonna bring your own alcohol.
Always. You don't think I got a flash in my purse right now? Flask. It's
Okay, I did hear flash, right?
did
I was
say
like, you got a
flash.
flash somewhere else.
I'm a flasher.
You always got a flash ready,
If
but
you want,
I didn't realize you had a flask ready also.
I have it all ready. Flash or flash. That was hard. I think Jerry did a great job.
Miss Zenobia's ready. That's the point.
Always ready, baby.
Stay ready.
So I don't have to get ready.
Well, Jerry is not only apparently the nicest person,
He is very nice.
but he's a great actor. We love him in all these movies. He's done 4 episodes of Drunk History. I don't know if you know that.
I do.
Okay.
I love Drunk
I know
History.
you like that show.
I love Drunk History.
Something that I find awesome and hilarious is he plays the boyfriend in Mariah Carey's Heartbreaker.
He does when she's at the movie theaters.
Absolutely. And yeah, we will talk about him again. Apparently in Jerry Maguire.
We will. Because I do love him.
Mm-hmm.
He is the sweetest. He
does a great job.
He's on a talk show.
I like Tomcats
Right
too.
now.
That's a good ass
Oh,
movie.
that's true.
What's her name? Elizabeth Shannon.
I don't feel right, but you might be right.
I think that's her name. Yeah.
But yeah,
American Pie girl.
he was the nicest guy.
Mm-hmm.
He went and got me lemon drops. That's what I was drinking that night.
You do like your lemon drops.
Oh, I was fucked up. I came back here. I was drunk. I came here.
Wait, what? Where were we?
Here.
Oh shit! I could have been your plus one.
You could have been my plus one.
This is bullshit.
I also, who else did I meet?
Friendship over.
I met a couple people that night.
Are
Yeah,
you fucked up right now?
a little bit.
Okay.
I'm starting to sweat. Look at this. I'm glistening.
Glistening.
All right.
Looking like the commanding officer on Top Gun.
Yes. It's Phoenix back in the fucking building. Oh no, Pegasus. It's Pegasus in the building. She is.
I was talking about the first one, the bald white dude from Back to the Future. Let's put it this way, Maverick. Your name ain't the best in the Navy.
You're making me be the principal?
You're sweating.
He was one.
What was his name, Mr. Strickland? He's like 3 feet tall.
It's hot. It's August. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god. Okay, anyway, let's move on to Mr. Kiefer Sutherland, a.k.a. Ace, the asshole.
We've talked about Kiefer Sutherland.
We have, and
in
we will.
Lost Boys.
Yes.
Also a Corey movie.
Also a Corey Feldman movie. Yeah.
And that came out right after this, too.
Rob brought him back to being A Few Good Men. We need to do The Three Musketeers. Or, actually, we got to talk about The Three Musketeers because there's so many Three Musketeers. We got to choose which one to do. But something that I really want to do
is
Young Guns.
I'm not against it. I mean, you know how I feel about cowboy movies.
Zenobia,
But I do like Young Guns.
I'll make you famous.
Get the fuck. Then all we're drinking is like
hey, we can even
whiskey
do
neat.
we can even do Young Guns 2 because I love them both.
I don't remember. I don't know if I've seen part 2, but you know
Part
I'm down.
two is-
You know I'm down for a sequel.
Part 2 does not have Charlie Sheen, but it does have Christian Slater.
I like Slater.
I like Slater. I like Charlie.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, everybody knows Kiefer Sutherland. Everybody knows his dad, Donald Sutherland.
President Snow, bitch.
President Snow.
President Snow. Get ready for the next Hunger Games movie. It's all about President Snow.
100%.
I'm excited.
I think he does a fantastic job. I think he pulls off the dirty blonde look.
I was about to say, question. Is he a natural blonde? He is, right?
He
I mean,
is.
him and his dad are like light.
Yeah,
Because like his dad's hair is
I think
gorgeous right now, just straight
Snow
silver.
White, yeah.
Oh, so beautiful. Did you know that Kiefer Sutherland's a twin?
What?
He's a twin sister.
No shit.
Yup. And I think
Okay.
he might have had a set of twins. I might be wrong about that.
I mean, that checks out. If you're a twin, chances are that you're going to have a twin, as I understand it.
I also 24 is one of my favorite TV shows.
I thought you were going to bring that up.
Jack fucking Bauer, bitch, saving the world.
Let's go.
What is that streaming on? I gotta find that.
What's your favorite line of Aces in this movie?
I win.
That one's fucking good. You let him beat you, you cock knocker.
I ran a truck off the road.
He says so many like nice lines in this one.
He's such a dick.
Will you two shut the fuck up? If either one of you had $2,000, I'd kill you both.
I killed you both. Yeah. They're like, oh shit, that's true.
One that sticks out in my mind is okay. You both have said your piece. Now I'll state mine. Get in the fucking car.
Get in the fucking
now.
car. He hears you out. Or he pretends to hear you
Yeah,
out.
he's got like rises and falls in his character. Like, he's pretty chill. And like, he's a calm antagonist until it's time to be an asshole. And then he raises everything. It's like, oh, fuck.
Kiefer plays...
Kiefer.
What'd I say?
TH.
Sutherland plays a dick all the time.
Except in Young Guns.
And in 24.
And in 24.
Jack Bauer saves the world, bitch.
Okay.
But I just wonder, is he a nice person or is he a dick? I know he's like a Hollywood kid, so like
Sure.
you kind of lean towards being the dick because you're second generation, you know? Like,
I think I talked about this last time when we were talking about the Lost Boys, but
he
old
has a-
high school buddy of mine had a close encounter with him because he is the manager of a hotel down in like Laguna Beach or something like that.
Okay.
But Kiefer Sutherland was drunk as shit, and apparently his thing during Christmas time is to tackle Christmas trees. I can't say one way or another. This is just what I heard.
I mean, he's getting old now, so I'm not thinking he's...
Tackling Christmas trees.
I mean, he's just going to the...
Doesn't mean he's a dick.
He's just going to the Beverly Center, just like tackling fucking Christmas trees. I don't see it that, but I mean, that doesn't make you a dick.
No.
I mean, a little bit, but not like
It means you like to
full-blown.
have a drink here and there.
Who among us?
Absolutely.
Who among us does not like have a drink?
But yes, we will talk about him again in either A Few Good Men or Young Guns 1 or 2 or The Three Musketeers, possibly, because there's
Okay.
way too many of them things. So you want to talk about Mr. Slick Hair Will Wheaton?
No,
Why not?
because I got a fun fact for you.
Skin it.
Are you ready to talk about the real star of this movie?
The train?
We are talking about Castle Rock.
Castle Rock. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, Stand By Me Day is every July 23rd, so we just missed it.
I mean, it's tomorrow.
July.
Oh, sorry.
July 23rd in Brownsville, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where they shot the Castle Rock. It's the real Castle Rock.
Yes.
So if you go there on this day, they have a whole little festival going on. They got a blueberry pie eating contest.
Not doing it.
That's okay, because they also sell pie by the slice.
Not eating it.
Oh, that's right. You're done with the
I
pie.
can't do it. I can't do it, and it's this movie's fault.
Just get it. I'll eat it. You know I like pie. Okay.
I like pie, just not blueberry.
They have 50s music playing with 50s doo-wop bands and cover bands and such like that. They have cars from the original movie.
Ooh.
And they also have a vintage car cruising that they do. So people bring out their cars from the 50s.
Low and slow.
Yup. They got food trucks.
Mm-hmm.
They got hula hoop contests.
Yeah.
Hopscotch, sock races, and other 50s game. And don't forget
Kick
that
the can.
they got Cherry Pez,
Cherry
baby,
flavored Pez.
for whoever wants it. So what I'm saying is, next July, we take a nice little
Trip to Oregon?
trip to Oregon, girl, and we go, and I eat the pie, And we look at
have
the
the ice
cars.
cream.
You have the ice cream because it comes with ice cream. And we hit these food trucks up and we dance to this movie.
Okay.
If you go out there, you can go to the City of Commerce there, and they will give you a map of the locations of filming. So you can do
Nice.
your own little
I like
location.
that. I got some people in Oregon that we can visit. How far is Beaverton from Castle Rock?
I know it's not far from Eugene,
Okay.
and I've been to Eugene. That was a nice little fun. It was a fun little town. We had lunch there, and they had a huge ass.
We also got to
Smoke
hit up
shop.
the Tillamook factory, apparently.
Oh yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
And if we're going to Oregon, I gotta see,
The Oregon Trail.
the Oregon Trail. We can do the Oregon Trail, but I was gonna say I gotta see Triple Stones.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've driven through Oregon. It was beautiful. Spent some days in Portland. Stopped in Eugene. So it's great. I'm down to go to Brownsville, Oregon, for the Stand By Me Day festival.
I love it. Let's do it. In the meantime, can I talk about Mr. Will Wheaton?
Oh yes, you can.
The crazy thing is, like, these guys all have similar working histories.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they're all about the same age. They've all been on, like, similar shows. Like, two or three of the boys all were on, like, Family Ties and the TV shows of the time.
Hollywood was a lot smaller back then
Absolutely.
than it is now.
And they also all have, like, almost identical credits.
Yeah.
While Kiefer Sutherland has the least amount with 107, they both Will Wheaton and Corey Feldman have 143 credits.
I mean, Sutherland was like,
Yeah, Jerry's sitting at like 130.
yeah.
You know, and Mr. Will Wheaton,
Spelled with one L, which I kept throwing.
and one H.
Yup.
Where is it? What? The wheat.
He's so cute.
He didn't do the traditional Hollywood actor route. So don't get me wrong, he did this movie, and this was like his most iconic movie. Right afterwards, he did The Secret of Nim, which led him down a different path of voice acting.
Oh.
He like 100 and who knows what credits are voice actor credits. Now, don't get me wrong, he did do Star Trek: The Next Generation.
He did. He was the boy, right? Mm-hmm. He was like the kid on the ship.
But he didn't let Hollywood like define him, or like he didn't get sucked into it. He made his own way. So he started writing. He started writing novels, if I'm not mistaken, doing voice work, and like just killing it.
You're
on
telling
his
me
fucking terms.
he went the LaChance route
Yes,
as a writer.
100%.
Get the okay. I just want to look.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
He's a writer, right? His character goes on to be a successful writer with a family, just like the real Will.
Yes.
Then we got River Phoenix, who tries to do the right thing but seems to die tragically young. Which River Phoenix does die tragically young.
Yes, he does.
Corey is the wild card who wants to do something, but he can't. He gets in trouble with the law, and he kind of does odd end shit. In real life, he did get in trouble with the law.
Jerry did?
No, Corey.
Oh, Corey.
He did get in trouble with the law.
Okay.
He's not, to the status that you would think that he would be at, being that, like, he kind of dominated the 80s.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yes,
For a lot
he
of,
did.
I mean...
We'll jump into it.
And then he is now, touring the country, doing smaller band sets and smaller, like, clubs. And you got Jerry O'Connor, who... What happens to Vern?
He ends up marrying girl in town and driving a forklift truck.
And Jerry marries the fucking hottest Rebecca Romaine model, has kids, and is just living his best life. So, like, they kind of turned out like they're...
Similar to their characters.
To their characters.
A little bit.
I didn't realize he was a writer. That one really sealed the deal on me.
He's a writer.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's crazy. That being said, Corey definitely dominated the 80s. Dude.
Like,
Mr. Feldman. I love this guy. What's your favorite Corey Feldman movie?
Lost Boys. He's just such a badass in it. I love the vampires. We got Sutherland again flying through. The soundtrack on that is a fucking banger.
So good.
Such a banger.
So good.
And you're on the beach where I love.
I mean, with him as the lead, I might have to go with Dream a Little Dream.
License to Drive.
He's not the lead though. That's Corey Haim. He's the best friend.
Okay.
But License to Drive is a fucking great movie. Now, Goonies is an amazing movie. Gremlins, The Lost Boys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's the voice of Donatello in the first one.
Oh, shit. I don't think I ever knew who did the voices.
No shit?
Yeah, I never...
Corey Feldman.
They didn't have internet back then.
Corey Feldman is Donatello.
Okay, Goonies, but he's not... I mean, no one's really a lead in that, but yeah.
Mikey, I think, is... It's like told
it's our time!
Yeah. It's our time now!
Okay.
That's all over once we go up Troy's bucket.
Mm-hmm. You Goonies! Yeah, so... I don't know. We've already talked about him.
This one right here.
We talked about him in Lost Boys.
Yes.
And we talked about him in Gremlins. So it's our third Corey movie.
It is our third Corey movie, yeah.
It's our third Corey movie.
Wait, no. We did Lost Boys. We did
Gremlins.
We haven't done Goonies yet? Fuck.
I told you that. And I tried to do it for Back to School, and you were like, nah, it's the fall.
Don't put that on me.
You said it was the fall. You remember this conversation now.
I do now, yes. Because of when it takes place.
When it takes place.
Rainy
You said
season.
it doesn't work. I said,
We're coming back to Oregon this fall, apparently.
It's this fall.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Bring in your baby roots.
Ooh, is there a cocktail called the Baby Root?
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm going to find it.
Is there a good enough cocktail?
Good enough for you, it's good enough. Another soundtrack banger. Okay. Yes.
So anyway, Mr. Corey Feldman. I love this guy. I think he has been a fantastic actor his entire career. Started at the age of 3 in like commercials and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what kind of commercial it was. Might have been a McDonald's commercial. I'm not sure. But unfortunately, he has also been pseudo blacklisted from the controlling interests of the industry.
We've definitely talked about this. I feel like Lost Boys. But,
did we?
Okay. Yeah, he is a major voice in child sexual assault in the industry.
Absolutely.
It did happen to him
and
the other Corey and countless other child actors in the industry.
100%.
And he definitely shined a light on it. He tried to get his documentary made and distribute about the same subject, but the industry obviously does not want to hear about their faults.
Clearly. They don't want the mirror turned around.
So they're definitely...
I mean, you see what's going on with The Sound of Freedom now.
Yeah. They buried his movie, so, we don't get to see it. Mm-hmm. And, just everyone kind of writes him off as being crazy when I don't think he is.
I don't think he's crazy at all.
No.
I think he's just being brutally honest, and I think he's being braver than a lot of people.
A lot of people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've seen him once on the street.
What?
I was crossing the street, and I looked into the car, and he was in a convertible with some girls. I was like, oh shit, it's Corey Feldman.
Dude, if I saw Corey Feldman on this, I might like have to hold myself back because I'd want to give him just
It was like my first
biggest
week,
hug.
my first week in San Francisco.
Okay.
And I looked and he was there and I was like, oh my God. Out loud I said, oh my God, it's Corey Feldman. And he looked and he waved and I was like, oh shit, hi. And like just walked across the street. Like that was it.
Close encounter right
That was
there.
my close encounter with
All
him.
right. Well, Corey, we love you and we're going to talk
do.
about you again because I want to do License to Drive. Shit.
I do have some fun facts on him.
Okay.
So he says that Teddy is the only character out of all of the movies that he's ever been in is the closest to his actual character.
Mm-hmm. To his like actual like home life or something
Home
like
life, but like to his inner self is like he relates to this character more than any.
that. Gotcha.
Being that he comes from a not stable home.
Sure.
With parents who kind of let him do what he was going to do, kind of pushed him into the industry and, you know, profit off of it.
That's fucked up.
So
80s babies.
They were saying that Teddy was was the hardest character to cast. All the other kids that they auditioned for it were just too innocent, too sweet. They were not.
They didn't have
dark.
And he had the life experience.
He literally had the life experience for it to read true because it does read true when you see him. You're like, yes, I know this exact kid because I fucking went to school with him. I grew up with him, and you knew that the reason why he acted the way he did is because of the way his parents were.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's
He's angry.
He's angry, and the real Corey, he is angry.
Yeah.
When it came to making this movie, he was the only kid whose parents literally dropped him off and left. Everybody else had a parent, you know.
River Phoenix's mom is in the movie.
Yeah, everybody had a parent there because that's what you do when you send a kid to another state to be in a movie. You have a parent, an older sibling, an auntie, somebody is there with them. But they basically were like, dropped him off like it was a summer camp and was like, when do we come get him? And that was it. Rob talks about how he was terrified once that happened because he was like, oh shit, like, I'm literally responsible for this child now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, okay, cut, and then your mom takes you back to the hotel. Like, I'm responsible for
I
it.
hate to say it, but he was in probably better hands by being on set than with his parents.
And that's exactly what Corey said. Out of his words, he said, like, I'm happy that they did that because I got a better performance out of myself. I was more focused. I didn't have to deal with them. Like, it was the best case scenario was his parents dropping him off.
Yeah.
And that's what they got. Yeah. Very sad. Makes me super sad. And when I read that, I was like, just adding on to the sadness of his life. Like, of the adults around him as a child did not look out for Corey.
No, and you can see it in his performance. Like, the way he looks at you, the way that he has this rage that's bubbling inside of him, it's a hair trigger when it comes out.
Yeah.
So when he is being pulled off of the train tracks by River Phoenix and he goes after River Phoenix on the side of the train tracks, that is a knee-jerk reaction. It has nothing to do with River Phoenix. It has to do with his anger and his resentment for the fact that he has only seen negativity from the people in his life. He's only seen fake smiles and cold shoulders. And therefore, the only way that he knows how to get a reaction out of people is by being
outrageous, doing
Yes.
something. Yeah, definitely. There were some adults in his life.
This makes me want to hug Corey for a different reason.
I really want to. If I met him, I would just be like, you were so brave. Thank you for giving us art that I have been watching my entire life and enjoying. But thank you for also like
Just being strong enough.
strong and brave, just being you. Like, it's hard. Yeah. One adult in his life that I don't know if he looked out for him, but was part of his life was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson and him were quite close.
Copied his
and
moves.
He copied his moves.
You see him doing that shit in the Dream a Little
He
Dream?
copied
His hair, his hat, and everything.
everything.
We're watching Dream a Little Dream tonight.
He thought he was Michael Jackson, okay?
Oh my god.
But Michael called Corey and was like, "Hey, Corey, they want me to..." Was that good? Hey, Corey, they wanted me to do...
Oh shit.
Okay. I won't do the voice, okay.
No, do the voice. I was not prepared.
It's like, "Hey, Corey, they want me to do a remake of the Stand By Me song. Should I do it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, do it, man."
Oh yeah.
And then Rob Reiner was like, "I can't do that.
It's already perfect.
It feels good the way it is. Like we're really being transported to the late 50s, early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't want to mess it up with, an MJ cover of a song that's already brilliant."
So I've learned.
Yeah. So they used the OG song.
Okay.
And it ended up going to number 1 on the charts after
yeah.
years,
It's
50
an
years,
incredible
40
song.
years of it, not being on the airwaves.
Go to a wedding and see
came
if
back.
it's not played.
It is usually played.
Always.
Go watch the music video that has Will and Phoenix in it.
Yep.
Fucking being off beat with this black guy. It's great.
Oh no.
Yeah. They're cute. They tried. But yeah.
Okay. Well, Corey, we love you.
We do. We'll be back.
And we appreciate everything that you're doing.
Goonies is coming this fall.
Fuck yeah. Oh,
Get
yeah.
into it.
Absolutely. But
Get
also,
into it.
Spielberg, give us that Goonies too. What's up?
What's up?
Everybody's down.
I'm sure they all down.
Everybody's
first start. Like,
Dude,
everybody got
Ke
big.
Huy Quan is down. Corey
Yep.
Feldman is down.
Down.
Sean Astin is down.
Yeah.
Everybody's down.
Let's do it.
Cyndi Lauper is down.
She's good enough. She is.
Time after time.
Time after fucking time. So, I'm down for Goonies, too. Electric Boogaloo.
We only have one actor left to talk about, and that is the great late River Phoenix.
Yes.
River Phoenix was born in Oregon.
Of all places.
Yes, he was.
Was he close to Brownville?
Madras, about 4 hours away.
Okay.
And while we are on the subject of River Phoenix,
Oh.
let me get that captain, because he was born
On the river.
on August 23rd, 1970.
Oh, shit. That's tomorrow.
That is tomorrow. So I thought it was going to be today, but I was looking at the calendar after midnight.
Right,
Last
it
night.
threw you off.
I was like, whoa. And therefore, we want to wish the late, great River Phoenix a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday. How old would he be?
He'd be
Were you 70?
He'd be 53 tomorrow.
53.
Yeah.
He would have been a fine 53.
Oh, yeah. Dude, if River Phoenix didn't pass away, certain people would have had to fight a lot harder. Keanu,
I was going to say,
Brad Pitt.
he's definitely
like-
the Leo of his day.
Yeah, he was on his way. Like, he was only 23 years old.
And he died down the street from me at the Viper Room, man.
Yes, he did. Yeah. On October 31st, 1993.
Halloween?
Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah. Outside of Johnny Depp's Viper Room.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Depp sold the
Yes,
Viper
that
Room
is.
afterwards. And sadly, his brother, Joaquin Phoenix, y'all know who he is, was the one who had to make the phone call.
Yeah, he was there. They were out front smoking and doing whatever they were doing.
So he did die of as I understand it, a cocaine and morphine overdose.
I don't know what the drugs were, but
Yeah.
I know he OD'd. Yeah.
And before all that, he was the fucking man.
I mean, this is when I think
this
of
was
him,
one of
I
the
think of this.
big movies that shot him up. But before this, he did Explorers.
Uh-huh.
After this, he was nominated for an Oscar. I believe for My Own Private Idaho, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
You know?
yeah, he did do really good in that.
Played young Indiana Jones.
In Young Indiana.
Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. That's him in the beginning. So when they're chasing young Indiana Jones on the train tracks, on the train, and he falls into the trains, and he's got the rhino, he's got the fucking lion, he falls in with the snakes, he finds the whip, and he whips it, and he cracks his chin. That's River Phoenix.
I feel like I haven't realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was before his time.
100%. And he didn't stay in Oregon. Like, his family...
no, they moved here and they made
from South America. Like, they ended up in South America. His parents were missionaries or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So they had that nomad hippie life. You know, Joaquin's birth name is Leaf.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
is it like legal still? Like
I don't know.
His mom was like, "Hey, Leafy."
I don't know. But you gotta wonder how much Joaquin Phoenix's incredible acting plays into the fact that his brother passed away so young. It's like filling his very, very big shoes.
I do think that he...
Because Joaquin is arguably the best actor of his generation.
Joaquin is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe that Phoenix propelled him, because they have a movie where they are brothers. I can't remember.
Oh, do they?
Where they're like young.
Ooh, I want to see that.
But like I feel like he took what he left and like ran with it.
Yeah.
He is a great actor and I feel like they were close.
And Joaquin was on his way as well.
Close.
During this time, he was making Parenthood, if I'm not mistaken, with Steve Martin and Rick Moranis and all of them.
Funny because I was thinking about that movie today. I was like,
great fucking movie.
We should probably do that movie.
That's a great movie. Ashley loves the show that it was based off of. I mean, the show that was based off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 4 hours away from where this movie was filmed is where Joaquin was born. And he got his start on TV. Did some show called Seven Brides and Seven Brothers. I never heard of it, but curious about it.
Wait. You said it's a show.
It's a show, yeah.
Based off of the musical?
What? There's a musical?
Seven Brides for Seven Brothers?
Oh.
Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, Smashley?
Looking up.
Oh!
Fact check on the way.
If I can find that, I would love for you guys to watch it. It's about like seven brothers that live in the mountain, and they like it's just them, and they all need wives, so they go down to the local village. It's so bad now that I'm saying this out loud, but they literally kidnapped women from their homes, took them back to their cabin. They set up an avalanche so their families couldn't come get them until the spring.
What?
And they made the girls fall in love with them. It sounds horrible now that I say
shit.
it's a musical. It's a good one though. I mean, it would be canceled today. Definitely.
Gotcha, bitch.
Literally got you, bitch. In the middle of the night.
Stockholm Syndrome right there.
They like threw blankets over them, threw them over their shoulders, and like took them off into the mountain. It's an old movie. It's like
I feel
the
like
50s.
somebody saw it and somebody like Will Ferrell's their ass. You tell anybody, I'll fucking kill you.
I'm just kidding.
We'll have him back by tonight. I just know that he got a start on that show.
He did. That's why I was like, wait, he's not that old. That's old. It's like from the 50s. So hilarious. It's good, but it's also, I say it out loud, it's horrible.
Oh my god. I'll tell you how good River Phoenix was.
How?
Sean Astin auditioned for this movie. He auditioned right after River Phoenix. He had to follow up his performance.
And they were like, not good enough.
basically, like, according to Sean Astin, he walked into the audition room and he knew that he didn't have a shot in hell
You saw him
because
coming out.
they were crying.
Oh, the casting director?
The casting and the filmmakers were holding back tears as he walked into the fucking room.
But
He's like, yeah, should I even do this, bro?
you know what? I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
You don't need me.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I don't know if it was the crying scene that he did in this where he's talking about, you know,
I do know
the
that
milk money and everything.
Rob told him during the scene when he was talking about the teacher, he told him, like, think about a time in your life when an adult let you down.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly what he thought about, but that he thought about it, and that's the
That's
performance.
the take that they used, right? Gotcha.
Because he's
damn good.
damn good.
Damn good.
And you remember she came in and she had that new dress on, and like, oh yeah,
Oh
she
yeah,
did.
it was brown and had dots on it.
Yeah.
And
Where
the
you-
way that he responds
Where
to
did
that,
she get that from?
fucking bitch.
That bitch.
And suppose I told the fucking story. Me,
anyone
Chris
believe me?
Chambers, kid brother to Eyeball Chambers. You think anybody would believe me?
Nope.
She wouldn't pull that shit on the guys that lived up on the View or whatever the hell it's called.
She wouldn't have pulled that on LeChance. She wouldn't have pulled it on anyone. He is
She would have pulled it on some people. She would have pulled it on
you gotta pull
Corey.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's just the ones that like ain't got shit. They ain't got
Yeah.
no family. It makes sense for them to want to go steal this money. He brought it back. He felt bad. Here, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was fucking thinking. Here's the money, and you pocket it,
Tried to do good.
and you put it, and you bought the dress, and now the whole town thinks that I'm a thief. When yes, he is a thief, but a thief who returned to shit. But nobody knows that part. It's the worst.
Motherfuckers.
And what do you teach this kid? And that's why he became a lawyer, so he could like prosecute these bitches.
Yeah. Fight for the little guy.
For the little guy, because he definitely got dicked in this whole town.
Speaking of his dick.
Biggest in 4 counties. What?
River Phoenix lost his virginity while filming this movie.
To who?
A family friend. Like I said,
That's always how it happens.
always.
It's the family.
Dude, you
Look.
know how many...
If you got family friends and you got kids, don't let them be together. Don't think it's gonna be innocent just because they've known each other their whole life. That ain't gonna happen.
I did not lose my virginity to a family friend, but how many daughters of my mom's friends or somebody's daughter did I like
Your
happen
mama watching this,
to
bitch.
make out with?
I ain't saying shit because since I moved my dad,
There was
it's like-
times when Selena was like, "You keep your little fast ass away from my brother."
I mean, I'm so much younger than my brothers. My friends just had crushes. They were never like, unless my brothers ain't telling me something. Which I'd be very mad that we waited like 20 years and now you're telling me, like, just tell me.
Yep, I spent many a night.
I'm not saying, I ain't saying I've
Sorry,
been with
not
a family
sorry.
friend. I ain't saying I've been with a family friend. But I ain't saying I haven't been with a family friend.
I'll say it on the air. I've been with a few family friends. Friends of the family,
Friends of
whatever
the
it's
family,
called.
you know. Okay.
So this was apparently, as Rob Reiner recalls it, River came to set with a big ass smile on his face.
Hey, at like 13, 14?
15. He was 15.
That's still young.
He was like 14 or 15 when they filmed this movie. Hey, I got my first chance when I was 13. I didn't take it, but I got my first chance.
I had to wait till boobs came in.
This was in the 80s.
Boys weren't looking at me until boobs came in.
Boobs are boobs.
Yeah, but when there's just nipples and no boobs to it.
When you're both 14, guys don't care.
Well, I don't know.
That being said,
they didn't care till the boobs came in.
apparently River wrote on a piece of paper and slid it over to Rob Reiner and said it finally happened.
And he's like,
I'm thinking like, finally, boy, you're 14 and a half, 15 years old.
Finally is
What's
this-
this finally shit?
finally is 25-year-old sending
Yeah.
the note over like it finally happened. Not 15, okay? You early. You early. It finally happened. It already happened is
Yeah.
what the note said. It already happened.
Mm-hmm. And my first chance was with a friend of the family.
What? We gonna talk to T later. I don't want to embarrass nobody.
You probably know who.
Oh shit! Really?
Actually, you might not know who, but you know who of who.
Oh, we gonna talk. Okay.
Hey, it's a coming of age movie. Shit. Oh, Corey Feldman. Hey, shit. Vern, Jerry O'Connell, got high for the first time by accident.
I mean, it wasn't his fault.
Corey got high for the first time on purpose.
What, he knew that
He smoked some weed on purpose that year. He also drank alcohol for the first time. And he also had his first kiss off screen. Like, these boys were in...
First kiss, yes. First drink and first weed, no.
I mean,
And
Corey
didn't
was the
get
second
any.
oldest, so he was 14. I had my first drink when I was 15.
I want to say 16.
Okay.
I had a Smirnoff Ice.
I'm a little more ghetto raised than you. It's okay.
I was an athlete.
I was an athlete!
We didn't do that shit. I had good grades. I was vice president of my class.
You know what's crazy? Like, I had... Daniel bought me a basketball hoop for my birthday that year. And then, like, 3, maybe 2 weeks later, I got drunk in front of that basketball court.
And you threw
Because
up?
that was my sport at the time. I did. I did.
did.
We had just gotten home. My mom took me to see He Got Game. Like I
Of course you
said,
did.
basketball head.
We saw that.
Which
We
is
did
not
that
the
movie too.
That's not the movie that you want to watch with your mom.
There were sex scenes, yeah.
Graphic
Yeah,
sex scenes.
yeah.
It was awkward.
I mean,
But I had nachos, I had root beer, and I had licorice, and that all came back up later on that night.
after that beer or whatever the fuck you were just
No, we were taking shots. We were playing quarters.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't
I
ever.
got fucked. And my mom had to clean it up because she had to go to work the next morning.
That's what happens when you a mama, though.
Love you, Mama. I'm
Love
sorry.
you, mama.
I'm so sorry.
I want to say my parents have never had to clean up my puke. That from alcohol. Probably sick, yes, but like from alcohol, no.
Got you. Well, that's our actors, you know.
Oh my god.
That's our leading characters for this movie. I have some honorable mentions that we could talk about for a quick second.
Can you just pause that and let me give you some fun facts?
Lay it on me.
All right. Here we go. 1, the boys. When they did a collection for their change, they had $2.27.
No, 37.
37 cents.
37 cents.
$2.37 out of all their change, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
7 cents, Fern.
Really? I'm sorry.
Not my pennies yet.
I'm sorry that I didn't. A better shopper could have got more for your 7 cents.
Mm-hmm. I got $1.02.
Yeah, so
60
if you
cents from Teddy.
if you transferred that money into 2023 money, it'd
Uh-huh.
be $24.34.
Except it was $2.37.
What are you talking about?
It was
Yeah.
$2.37.
Yeah, I did. It's just it looks like a 2, but it's
Ah,
I
got
really
you.
did it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it would be $24.34.
That's a lot of money.
So
That's a decent amount of cash
because with that
to buy
$2.27,
bread, to buy
Some
ground beef,
yeah.
you know.
some cheese,
Yeah.
yeah, and some sodas or
Did
whatever.
you
they
get
buy.
like some breakfast stuff, like Twinkies or something? Sorry, maybe somebody else could have, bought more with your 7 cents, Fern.
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, so that is what their money would have been able to do.
I love that. You know how much Vern's 7 cents would be?
I don't. I should have looked at the 7 cents. You want me to look it up?
No, I got you.
Oh, do you?
73 cents.
That's all he brought to the table was still not even 3/4.
Bitch, you can't get a 25-cent bag of chips like that anymore.
You can't.
Because they don't sell them for 25 cents.
You
They
need
took
a-
the label off. You remember the 25-cent
You
chip
need
bag?
$1 now.
You need $1.10 after taxes in California.
in California.
Rapists.
Okay. Okay. So the pond with the leeches.
Oh.
It was
Ugh.
man-made. They didn't want to
Oh,
use
okay.
one out in the open because they didn't know what was in those. They
Yeah,
wanted
for
to
sure.
protect
You're in
their
fucking the
actors.
swamps of Oregon. It rains a lot in Oregon.
It sure does, but They started building this pond in the beginning of August. In the beginning of June.
Okay.
And they didn't film until the end of August. So it did sit out in the woods for months. So 3 months of it out of the woods.
These motherfuckers.
Who the fuck knows what
They were trying to be cautious, and then they still just let it sit out there and get fucked up. You think fucking cells don't grow?
Yeah.
You got flatworms in there. There could be leeches in there.
There could be. They could have been in there, and God knows what it is. They were like, we don't know what's in the real one. We'll just make a fake one, but only leave it here for fucking 3 months so it looks like a real
my God.
pond. And
yeah,
so God knows what's in there.
Where you going, the chance? Come on, guys. Oh, it's so nasty.
So gross.
Hey.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I would have done it.
I get in the ocean all the time.
I'll eat broken glass if it's in the script. Shit. Prefer not to, but
Only if there's an extra zero. That's it. Whatever you're gonna offer me.
Why does that remind me of Walter Matthau? In the outtakes of Grumpy Old Men when he's in the bathtub. If I knew there was a nude scene in this, I would have asked for another $1,000,000.
Yep, exactly. He knew, and they didn't even really use that scene either. So, the cigarettes, if for anyone who is worried, especially the creator of Pez, they were not really smoking cigarettes.
No,
Obviously,
they were not.
They're children, and their cigarettes are made of lettuce leaves.
Yes, they were.
Which is like the standard.
That was a big Rob Reiner thing.
That was. He didn't. I mean, even in the 80s, was like, this is a bit much.
Yeah, absolutely. Good on him.
Because isn't that what is used in cigarettes? I mean, movie cigarettes?
I don't know if lettuce is what's used, but I know that there are fake cigarettes. I've bought them a number of times for like stage plays and stuff like that.
We used it for your movie, and I smoked them down, and they are gross. They do not taste good at all.
I'm sure they don't.
I mean, I'd rather have smoked a regular cigarette than that shit.
They're nasty. Yeah, I had to buy them every Thursday for Mark Rolston when we were doing a play in downtown LA. And you know how hard it is to find fake cigarettes? Or, I don't remember what they're called. Herbal cigarettes?
Where do you go? Yeah, herbal.
Yeah, you got to go to a smoke shop.
I go to them all the time.
You got to go to the right smoke shop.
There
you
we
got
go.
to call and ask, hey, y'all got herbal cigarettes? No. Fuck. All right, thanks. And like call the next one and the next one.
And that's so weird because
I got to find them.
I feel like in all places, LA should be like the one place that smoke shops have herbal cigarettes.
It's not a lot of call for herbal cigarettes.
Whatever. It was like me calling for Pez, bitch. Not everybody got it.
You got to go to Set Stuff or something. Maybe they got them there. Warner Brothers Prop House.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You got to go to a faux library. I don't know. That's literally a prop house where you pick up fake shit. Faux library. It's actually a prop house for like fake books because books are fucking heavy.
Yeah, you want the hollowed out ones.
Exactly. Yeah. So like if you got to shoot, let's say The Breakfast Club
in a library,
you got to account for the books. Imagine putting books, real books on the shelves in The Breakfast Club because Breakfast Club was a build.
Right.
So if you put real books inside the shelves of The Breakfast Club, that wall's coming down because books are heavy.
And the wall is fake.
Exactly.
Yep. That makes sense.
I only got 2 things left to talk about.
I got one.
Dope. I'll go first. Ray Brower can be seen alive.
That was my one.
Damn it!
Okay, go ahead.
Skin it.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we skin it.
We skin it on this one. Ray Brower can be seen alive in this movie.
You do see him.
He is behind the twins in the pie eating contest scene.
He is. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I love that Rob Reiner had the foresight to put him in that scene.
He's like, look, we don't need you for one day of being dead. We need you for 2 days.
I want to go back and see if he's wearing the exact same clothes.
I think he is. He is wearing like a.
It's almost like the ghost of Ray Brower.
He's in your story,
Yeah.
hanging next to these horrible twins that throw up on each other.
The boy wasn't sleeping. The boy was dead.
He was dead.
Yeah. And lastly, I have honorable mentions for this movie.
Okay, who we honoring?
We are honoring, speaking of great 80s actors, the great John Cusack.
Oh, duh.
Plays Gordy's brother.
Duh.
You know?
They look like brothers.
They do. John Cusack definitely looks like Will Wheaton's older brother.
Yeah.
And he's such a great older brother. It fucking kills you that he passed away. That he is a star athlete. That he's a great older brother who's always sticking up for his younger brother, even to his dad, who's only trying to talk about, don't cloud the kid's brain with girls.
Hey,
we gotta focus on the game tomorrow. Hey, did you hear the Gordy wrote a story, Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's so fucked up. Like, gives him the hat. Hey, it's your Yankee hat. Oh, this is your Yankee hat.
It's gonna get us luck when we go catch them fish.
Exactly.
And then fucking Ace, dick ass bitch, steals his hat.
Yeah. Which I heard, the reason why Ace doesn't put it on his own head is because Ace doesn't steal it for himself. Ace steals it specifically to be an asshole.
Yeah. We'll ask Rob, like, why doesn't he get the hat back? Or what happens to the hat? And he was like, oh, he went around the corner and threw it in the trash.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. So he doesn't get it back. He just stole it just to steal it. Just to
I'm
be a
on
dick.
your side with that shit. If it's my brother's hat and my brother is dead, I'm fighting tooth and nail for that
I'm about
fucking
to take
hat.
an ass whooping for that.
I'm dying for that hat.
Yeah. And then when I went home and your dad's like, what the fuck happened?
If
I'd
my
be like,
conviction doesn't get that hat back, nothing will.
Yeah. Yeah.
My brother's already gone. Motherfucker, you're not stealing my fucking hat. That's the last thing that he gave me.
And if you do, I'm about to fill your car with mud. And like, fuck you, dude. Like, you will forever have a flaming bag of shit on your fucking porch. Like,
Oh
I
my
would
God.
find ways just to make your life shit. Even if I fought your ass and I didn't get the hat, I'm still fucking going for it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last honorable mention,
Who we honoring?
Richard Dreyfuss.
Of course.
Richard Dreyfuss is our writer. You don't quite recognize him because his hair is like red for some reason.
It is a strawberry blonde.
He's got a strawberry blonde look to him. His face is clean shaven, which Richard Dreyfuss doesn't always do. He's usually got a beard or a mustache. But Richard Dreyfuss is our writer, and that is why you recognize the voice, and the voice is so soothing to you.
He was not the initial
No, he wasn't.
person. For
Yeah, he
this
was like
job.
third or fourth pick, something like that.
Well, they kept picking people, and no one's voice worked. Even Rob Reiner tried to do the narration.
Got to
and
sound like warm milk.
It didn't sound good. So when they asked him, he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then they realized, like, he was like, look, not only will I do the narration, but if you want to do reshoots and use me, we could do that.
That's fantastic. Mr. Dreyfuss's opus.
I mean, I love him.
Have you seen Mr. Holland's opus?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
But can we watch What About Bob tonight? I love What About Bob.
No, we already agreed on License to Drive.
You agreed on License to
Uncle Phil is in it.
Okay, we can License to Drive. But What About Bob is getting watched this week.
We
Tomorrow night is getting watched.
We will baby steps to the couch and watch License to Drive.
I'm gonna baby step through the living room.
Oh my god.
I'm doing it. I love that movie.
Oh my god. And on that note, I am out and I am drunk.
Oh yes, you are drunk. You fallen off the table and shit. Oh well, yeah. All right. Well, whew. I'm
Yeah.
hot.
Too hot?
Too hot to handle.
Call the police and the fireman.
All
She
right.
too hot.
Well, we did it.
All right, everybody. Zenobia is drunk this time, and that is our show. Please follow us.
What? I'm not the only one drunk this time. Okay.
I was
Yes.
trying to wingman you.
Yes, I'm a little. I'm sweaty.
Hold
hate
for sound.
being- I hate being sweaty.
I got you. Give me that. You do you.
I hate being sweaty. Okay. So, you guys, we made it. And this week on Lights Camera Cocktails, please follow us on Instagram. And send
Taking
us
the talk
and
and
the Taking
YouTube.
the Talk and the YouTube. And if you have any,
We don't twat or tweet, whatever the hell it's called.
we don't X. We don't X.
To the Z.
I've never X to the Z because fuck Twitter. Fuck
You don't like
X.
Exhibit?
I do like Exhibit, but not when it's Twitter X. Twitter X. So if you have any movie ideas or any drink ideas,
hit us up.
Please email us at lightscameracocktail
No S. Get that S out of here.
at gmail.com, and we will read it and consider your consideration for a good movie.
I don't know why I felt like Mr. Clump in that moment. Get that S out of here.
Get
your ass out my chair.
It's not a spoon or a fork.
I tossed this between a crack of your ass.
Cracking your ass. I know, we haven't done one of those.
Come on, Cletus.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Please come back next week. Our next movie is
Fantastic. We're about to do a scene for you in a minute.
Jason picked this one.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's going to be a cruel summer.
I haven't thought about it being on our movie list in a minute, so I'm happy for this one. Let's do it.
You ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
I'm almost ready for it. Let me get ready for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna let me get my costume on.
Okay. Hold on.
Did you where did you even get this?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I worry not.
I'm drunk as shit, but we're going to do this.
I'm hot. I'm ready for the air to be on. Let's do this.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to knock out this scene right now.
Okay, you ready? Hey, you the maintenance man?
Hey.
Yeah, we're the new people in apartment 20. Yeah, our faucet is really leaking. Can you fix it?
Hey.
Can I tell my mom when?
When what?
When you're going to fix the faucet?
After.
After what?
After.
After. That was pretty good. I think we got it in one take.
We'll take it. It is what it is. All right, everybody. That is our show. Thank you so much. I am faded.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to find me a quesadilla or something. I'm fucking hungry.
Let's do this.
Thank you so much for participating with us. This has been a great show. Thank you, sis. I love you dearly for standing by me for 4 or 5 wonderful years. I don't know how many episodes, but I look forward to this.
I do too.
Every single time.
Every time.
It's such a great time.
I get to drink with you. I get to do what we do.
Why do we do what we do?
Because we
do.
We do it.
Hanging out late with no curfew.
Literally, what we do right now is what we do when the cameras are off. So it's fun to share that with everybody.
Thank you so much for entering our mental window.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We will see you next episode on Lights, Camera,
Cocktails. The eyes of... What is the eyes of shit has a thousand... Wait, a pile of shit has 1,000 eyes?
Pile of shit has 1,000 eyes. Old Nobi screwed the pooch and stepped out the door.
Oh, I screwed the pooch. Oh, Lord. I did. You gave me that rum shot. Now I'm feeling it.